Hi there. Um, what is one thing that I am taking away from the research topic in our group project? I think for me, it's maybe something that I was a little already aware of, but doing my part, which was the case conceptualization, just kind of drove home for me that the symptoms of trauma, and especially trauma that stems from a world event like COVID, or even sort of secondhand exposure to something like 9/11, um, can manifest in ways that wouldn't be readily obvious to most people who aren't maybe trained in how to spot trauma responses. And the vignette that I came up with was related to a college age young woman who um, experienced all the I guess trauma that many of us who didn't suffer the loss of a loved one suffered during COVID, in terms of isolation and disruption and um, sense of powerlessness, but also observed her father pass away from afar, um, because of the restrictions on visiting hospitals, and and just how that affected her, and sort of linking some of the symptoms of trauma to this situation. um, I think it might be I think it might be understandable. Like during at the epicenter of just after a loved one's death, you're going to experience some um, affective dysregulation, some all the things that come with grief, some isolation, um, but also thinking about triggers like um, in this conceptualization, her trigger was something like a medical drama coming on, and having panic attacks related to hearing an ambulance siren. Um, so I think that's a takeaway, is to maybe be more curious and mindful that somebody's response could be related to trauma, and trauma that is not maybe currently present, because in this conceptualization, this was happening sometime past the event. And one thing I'm curious about, I didn't really like get deep into some of the treatment modalities um, associated with treating this type of trauma. I kind of grazed the surface, but I would be more interested to learn about EMDR, um, and how it is applied, and maybe some of the science behind it. So that will be one thing that I will dig a little deeper on. And I know there's trainings, and it might be kind of a process to become certified, or I don't know what the nomenclature would be to be able to practice it. But I'm definitely curious about that, having read a little bit about it in the literature. So that's those are my takeaways. Bye.